I see a lot of you guys are confused tonight. Yeah, me too. The Rock comes back. Everybody's excited. He tweets out a picture of a Rolex. The same Rolex that Cody gave him before WrestleMania last year. And all you heard was the second hand ticking. And everybody got excited tonight. What does it mean, Rock? What does it mean? The Rock tonight shows up and tells Cody Rhodes he wants his soul. That's great. I didn't really expect The Rock to play the role of Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat on the road to WrestleMania. What does it mean? For the last 45 minutes, I've been mulling it over in my head, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Tonight we're drinking ice cold, and no, it's not Terramana. Tonight we're drinking in the venue, and when I get there on this Friday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Friday Night SmackDown post show for February 21st, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS venue inside my mother's basement. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on this Friday evening, wherever you may be. You know, it was a couple of weeks ago where I sat right here with this very background behind me in this very chair in front of this very microphone. And I said to everybody, as some of you belittled me, I said, I may be on this island all by myself, but I have a sneaking suspicion have a gut feeling that The Rock is going to be involved at WrestleMania, whether it is in a match or he does something on the road to WrestleMania to pique the interest like we felt last year going into Philadelphia. I was correct. I was happy to see The Rock back tonight. I was happy to see some excitement, some unpredictability. You could feel it in the air that people were buzzing with The Rock's involvement tonight. Nobody knew what he was going to come out there and do. Nobody knew what he was going to say. And The Rock tonight called out Cody Rhodes. Called out the WWE champion. And I'm like, all right, man, now business is about to pick up. Everybody that's been watching me, you know what my number one match was going to be this year. I've been saying it since after WrestleMania last year. The one match that would tie up everything that we've seen from last year's WrestleMania two-night main event into the Raw after Mania, where The Rock and Cody shared a moment, and The Rock asked for the WWE Championship. He lusted after the title. He even asked Cody to hold it, and they traded titles. He handed Cody Rhodes the People's Championship. Cody handed him the WWE Championship, and he just held it like a newborn baby in his arms, and he didn't want to let it go. And then he handed him something. What it was, I don't know. And he told Cody, don't go and break my heart again. From there, we didn't see The Rock until Bad Blood, where it was CM Punk and Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. Rock came out in the main event after Cody teamed with Roman against Bloodline 2.0. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. At the end of the match, Jimmy Uso makes the save. At the end of the match, The Rock comes out to close the pay-per-view, and he holds up 3 fingers and then does a throat slash. And the show goes off the air. What was that about? Who was that for? Why was that done? What does that mean in the grand scheme of the story? Nobody to this day knows. It was just simply done because The Rock was in town, he was in Atlanta, and he wanted some on-air time because everybody needs to know that we are in the presence of the final boss. We didn't see The Rock again until January 6th. That was the debut on Netflix for Monday Night Raw. He opened the show, but not as the final boss. He opened the show as Dwayne Johnson. 2 completely different people. Dwayne Johnson, Hollywood Dwayne Johnson, and the final boss, The Rock, are 2 different people. He was in the ring as a corporate stooge, and he heaped praise onto Cody Rhodes, who was sitting in the front row in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome, holding the WWE Championship. Thank you, Cody, for leading this brand, coming out of last year's WrestleMania and holding the WWE Championship and the company on your back for an entire year. On that night, we saw Cody and Rock drinking vodka, Wheatley's vodka. Not a big vodka guy. And Terramana tequila. They Instagrammed it live. I was very vocal about why we would even want to see that. Why would we be interested in seeing the final boss and Cody Rhodes sharing a beverage, an adult beverage, on Instagram Live? Everything's good. Everything's great. They're best friends. Oh, man, it's exactly what I want to see coming out of last year's WrestleMania. You know, the same WrestleMania where they all tried to stop this same man from winning the WWE title. And now, on this road to WrestleMania, now he's like a member of the family. I didn't get it. I didn't really understand it, man. What are we doing here? I said to myself, that can't be it, man. That can't be it. Rock shows up legitimately 24 hours later from that day on January 7th on NXT, blasts the fans because everybody said the same thing I did. Why? Why would you be showing you and Cody drinking an adult beverage? Why would you be chummy and buddy with him? Shows up on NXT, clearly inebriated, and he tells everybody, know your role, shut your mouth. He is 20 steps ahead of everybody, and enjoy the road The Rock is going to take you on. And that was it. We didn't see him at the Royal Rumble. We didn't see him until tonight in a very random manner. It was announced last night, legitimately in the wee hours of the morning. Or not really wee hours of the morning. Just around 11 o'clock, I saw it. They announced that he was going to be in New Orleans tonight. Rock was making a special appearance in New Orleans. He shows up tonight. He announces that WrestleMania 42 will indeed be in New Orleans at the Superdome. Silverdome. And then he called out Cody Rhodes. I know you guys are confused, man. I know everybody's confused. This SmackDown, by the way, was fucking awful. This SmackDown was as bad as anything. This may have been the worst Paul Levesque show of his entire run. I don't know how anybody could look at this show and say, all right, this is fit for television. This show sucks. SmackDown sucks. Like we're getting to levels now that I didn't really think were even possible with this administration. This show was fucking bad. The first 90 minutes of this show had me questioning life, honestly. Like I wanted to do anything else but watch this fucking show. I would have rather had The Rock come out there and go over each garment of clothing that he would throw into the fucking washer and dryer. That's how bad this show was. I would watch The Rock basically do anything Terramana related. I would have him describe his day for me. What he did when he woke up, how long it took him to brush his teeth. Did he have coffee in the morning? If not, what type? If not, did he have tea? Did he have a matcha chai latte? Well, I don't know. What did he do in the morning? Did he go exercise? Did he go walk around the beach? Did he shower with his new Papa Tui brand? What did he do? I would have rather listened to anything but watch this fucking show. This was terrible. The first 90 minutes were as irrelevant as anything in the Paul Levesque era. Seriously. You know, I might as well just go over it. Did he have a Zoa? Sure, maybe. He loves Zoa, right? Always talking about Zoa. The Rock and Cody Rhodes. First of all, the show started off tonight with Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes, and Nick Aldis telling Cody Rhodes that he's not in the main event. It was supposed to be the Bloodline, or Fatu, Tamatonga, and Solo Sikoa against Cody Rhodes, Braun Strowman, and Damian Priest. They made that from a 6-person tag team match to a regular tag team match with only Priest and Strowman versus Fatu and Solo. Why is Cody Rhodes removed? Rock doesn't want you in the main event. Rock wants you face-to-face tonight. Fine. Got me a little excited. All right, here we go. He's pulling him away from battling his family. He wants to meet the champ face-to-face. Rock made his entrance. Rock makes his entrance. Chants break out. Someone threw a microphone to The Rock as if they were throwing Austin a beer. Catches the microphone. He teased talking. His music kept playing. We got Rocky chants. Crowd was dead through most of the night, by the way. I don't know, man. announcing WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans next year. This was not really a good showcase in the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Not a good showcase for the New Orleans faithful. Awful, awful crowd. I mean, the show was fucking terrible, so I don't really blame them, but they couldn't be bothered to make any sort of noise through the first 90 minutes. When Cody and The Rock came out there, they just kind of sighed relief. Oh, my God, finally stars on this show that we actually care about. The crowd was all darkened. When The Rock came out there, they turned the lights on. I don't know what the fuck was going on tonight. Really, really bad crowd tonight. He did ask the crowd if they felt it. Everyone yelled. They showed a close-up of his arm, all the goosebumps on his arm. He's feeling the mana, is Dwayne. Rock asked the crowd if they felt it. They cheered. Rock says he was going to drop whatever he said, and it was all bleeped out. He was cursing here. He was going to drop some gospel fucking truth or whatever he said, man. I don't know what he said. It was bleeped out on USA Network. Crowd cheered. Rock did his finally shtick, and the crowd finished it all for him. He didn't even have to say anything. Finally, The Rock has come back to New Orleans. Crowd finished most of it for him. And then he added, finally, WrestleMania is coming back to New Orleans. Everyone responded. Everybody cheered. Pyro went off. Next year's WrestleMania logo, which is already done, appeared on the two video screens in the aisleway. The event will happen April 11th and April 12th in New Orleans, 2026, Saturday and Sunday. Crowd chanted, "Holy shit, holy shit." The Rock then started to sing, "When the Saints Go Marching In." Pretty decent singing voice does Dwayne have. Crowd started singing along, and then he stopped. So he broke into Final Boss Rock and then shit on the fans after making a WrestleMania announcement. He makes a big WrestleMania announcement. Everybody's happy. Everybody's cheering. And then he starts singing "The Saints Go Marching In," and then he tells the crowd to shut up. Don't sing. It's The Rock singing. I didn't come here to hear you sing. And they start booing him. Rock told the crowd to shut up so he could sing, and The Rock sang the rest of it. Crowd then called, I think they started chanting "Rocky sucks" or something like that. And then the crowd is listening to Rock call them STD having trailer park trash. He made a WrestleMania 42 announcement in 2026, and then he proceeds to call New Orleans an STD having trailer park trash crowd. It's a great way to do things. Everyone turned on him very quickly. Boos rained down on The Rock. The Rock then said he was also there to call somebody out, somebody who he respects and admires, Cody Rhodes. Cody comes out. He makes his entrance. The whole nine in his three-piece suit, holding the WWE title. Pyro and fireworks go off. Everybody's singing his song. He makes his way into the ring. When Cody gets into the ring, they embrace. Rock is all smiles. He's smiling. He's giving him some happy gestures. Cody's in there. He's smiling. Crowd cheering for Cody. Cody's music was still playing. Rock kissed Cody on the cheek. Rock said, "They love you, man." Cody turned to the crowd and he said, "I love you too." Cody was all smiles. Rock was all smiles. This was very TV PG, folks. They all like each other, man. They're all buddy. I mean, they share Terramana tequila together. They're best friends. They know each other. Their wives know each other. Their kids know each other, man. He went to the movie premiere, did Cody. They're great friends, man. You would never know it. Rock said since last year's WrestleMania, the two have become good friends. Rock referenced the first Raw on Netflix. Rock thanked Cody again for being an incredible champion. Rock noted how they drank some tequila together at Monday Night Raw on January 6th. Rock said their moms have become very good friends. And then The Rock tells the production truck to throw a picture up on the big screen. Mama Rhodes and Mama Rock standing together at WrestleMania last year. Rock says he called Cody out to tell him he's been a great champion. This went on and went so long-winded. You could see why they gave Rock 30 minutes. He called him a great champion, but then he goes on to tell Cody that he's on the board of directors for TKO. The board of TKO, and TKO owns WWE. Rock reminded everybody how he is the director of the board of TKO. Rock talked about how he is the most powerful man in WWE. Rock said Cody's a great champion, but he wants Cody to be something more than a great champion. He wants Cody to be The Rock's champion. Nobody knew what that meant when those words came out of Dwayne's mouth. What exactly is it to be The Rock's champion? I'm like, all right, let's see what he has to say. Maybe there's some sort of explanation going on there. Cody says he didn't expect that they would be friends, but he was wondering about what Rock meant because he's not Rock's champion. He's their champion, and he points to the crowd. So Cody is the people's champion. Crowd started to chant Cody's name again. Rock says he's talking about something bigger than just this. Rock says he knows Cody's number one goal is to bring as much joy and happiness to as many people around the world. Rock started going off on Cody's social media analytics and statistics and says he's got millions and millions of followers. Rock then bragged that he has 500 million social media followers. He says he's the most notable figure in the entire world. The most recognizable figure in all of the world is Dwayne Johnson, which is probably a factual statement. Rock said if Cody becomes The Rock's champion, Rock can open up possibilities for Cody that he never knew existed. Rock says if he becomes Rock's champion, he can make all of Cody's dreams come true. What are Cody's dreams? Although Cody achieved his dream. Cody achieved his dream. Cody went through the WWE system, left, became his own man, one of the most sought-after free agents in the history of the business, went to Japan, started a rebel company known as AEW with his friends, which still exists today. Surprisingly, still exists today. He leaves. He comes back to WWE, and he's the world champion after 3 years. He finished his story. He did it for his father. What other dreams does this man have professionally? He's achieved the biggest dream that you could possibly achieve in this business. Main evented WrestleMania, won the WWE Championship, and beat the most notable figure today in the sport, Roman Reigns. What else is there for him to accomplish? Rock says he could make his baby's dreams come true. His little baby daughter, Liberty. He just needs Cody to be his champion. Rock says he's a lucky man, and he has it all. Rock told a member of the crowd who got rowdy with him to shut their mouth, shut their syphilis-infected mouth. The Rock is talking. I laughed out loud. I thought that was great. So happy to have Rock back just for those unpredictable, out of nowhere moments. Rock said the one thing he's always wanted that he's never had is a brother. All right, this is getting a little weird. It's getting a little weird out here, man. The one thing he always wanted that he never had is a brother. Crowd started booing. Rock says that's what Cody could be. Rock said last year Rock's goal was to face Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. But when he came back, he tried to demand a match with Roman, and Cody fucked it up. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this promo. He wanted a match with Roman, but Cody fucked it up. Rock said Cody slapped him, and that's why Cody is special. These are the reasons Rock said Cody should be Rock's champion. Rock said Cody could think about it, talk to his wife about it. Rock said he could meet Cody at the Elimination Chamber, and then, and only then, he could give Rock his answer. Next weekend in Toronto at the Elimination Chamber. Rock thanked the crowd for being hot in New Orleans. Rock said the one thing he wants more than anything in the world is that, and he stopped. He stopped to look at the WWE Championship. The only thing I want in this world is that. And he stopped. Cody then looks at Rock and says, you want this title? Is that what this is about? You want the WWE Championship? I thought they were going to throw down a challenge right there in the middle of the ring for WrestleMania or the Elimination Chamber. Rock then looks at Cody and says, no. No, it's not about the title. It was never about the title. Instead, Rock tells Cody he wants Cody Rhodes' soul. Boy, did this get fucking demented, huh? He looks at Cody as a brother. He wants a brother. He's never had a brother. He wants Cody to be the Rock's champion. The one thing he wants more than anything in this world is that, which we all thought then was the WWE title. And then he says, no, it's never about the title. It's not about the title. I want your soul. Chance of sell your soul broke out. Rock says he'd see Cody at the Chamber on March 1st in Toronto. Threw the microphone out of the ring. Cody's facial expressions were that of a very, very confused individual. Cody went through several emotions. He went through happiness. We saw the happiness and the smile on his face. We saw the confusion and the absolutely I don't believe what I'm hearing type of look, facial expressions all over his face. He went through a moment of sadness. Cody went through the ringer tonight emotionally. Rock stepped out of the ring to booze. Cody looked fucking confused as fuck in the middle of the ring. Rock turned back after walking. He took his glasses off. He grinned. He walked to the back. Camera focused on Cody again. He looked very, very confused and very, very distraught as the segment came to a close. I don't think anybody expected that type of promo tonight. I think everybody expected Rock to announce that WrestleMania was going to be in New Orleans next year. And that's exactly what we're getting. He was there. They were in New Orleans tonight. Supposedly the plan for WrestleMania being in New Orleans was done last year. They just waited for the right time to do it. And The Rock was in the building. He was in town and they announced it. Then we shifted gears to this year. Everybody got excited. Everybody's like, this is it. Finally, WrestleMania season is about to pick up. And I just see it already. I haven't really kind of engulfed myself in the social media spaces yet. I see a lot of confusion. I see a lot of, what the fuck was that? People laughing about how bad it was. What does it mean? I don't know what the fuck it means. I don't know what it means. But I'm not going to shit on it. I'm not going to shit on it yet. Whatever they laid the groundwork for, clearly there's something going on March 1st. I don't know what that is yet. I don't. There are definite scenarios that we could see play out on March 1st. Several scenarios that could very well pique everybody's interest. My first feeling when we got to tonight and we heard Rock get through this promo, and when the promo ended, I sat there saying, is this them picking up the pieces from where we last left off with Cody? Or is this WWE, is this The Rock, trying to make sense of something he never should have done on January 6th? You know, him drinking with Cody Rhodes on January 6th, coming out of last year's WrestleMania. Them sharing drinks in front of the Nightmare Bus in Los Angeles on the debut of Raw on Netflix. That popped a huge balloon for a lot of people on the road to WrestleMania. That angered a lot of people, and justifiably so. You can't do that because you're The Rock and you can get away with it. You can't do that after you gave us one thing and got excited about one thing and then go off and do something completely different that has nothing to do with the storyline. And then The Rock wants to get mad at the fans for asking questions, and then The Rock wants to get mad for people asking, why would you do that? Rock wants to get mad at people being angry, seeing what he did on January 6th. I don't really understand why that was necessary. I don't get it. Tonight's promo felt like The Rock trying to piece the puzzle together after blowing the fucking thing up. You didn't need to come out there and give this type of promo if you did not show yourself on Instagram Live in front of millions of fucking people drinking tequila with the WWE champion, the same guy that you tried to ruin last year. You didn't take the proper protocol and the proper steps to tell the story about why you would even be sharing a drink with him. But he did it anyway. If you didn't share that drink with him on January 6th, this promo would have never come off in the confusing way that it did. It was Rock trying to cover his tracks for the mistake that he made on January 6th. There was a lot of, well, what the fuck does that mean? Where do we go? What does all this mean? What does he wants Cody to be The Rock's champion mean? Fuck do I know, people? I don't know. It seemingly felt like WWE had to integrate The Rock into the show, blow the script up, give him 30 minutes on national television tonight with absolutely no plan on where to go. The promo felt, and the promo came off as if they basically went over it 5 minutes before they went on SmackDown to do this segment. I could envision Cody and The Rock going over bullet points. We're going to touch upon this, 5 minutes before they actually went out and did that segment. That's the way that it felt. Or this is one big elaborate plan to get us where we all thought it should have went coming out of last year's WrestleMania. Am I confused? Yes. Does my confusion mean I hated it? No. I can sit here and tell you whatever I want. It's my show. If you didn't like it, that's on you. That's why you're here. Now we get to have fun. What does it mean? What does it mean to be The Rock's champion? My interpretation was Rock wants Cody to sell out. He wants Cody to be the corporate sellout. The Rock really made it a point to tell Cody, oh man, these people love you. Rock is the final boss. Rock is going to have respect no matter where he goes. He's the final boss. He holds all the power in the company. He can do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. But the one thing that he doesn't have anymore is he's no longer the people's champion. Now, that belongs to Cody. Does he want Cody to sell out? So he's not the people's champion anymore because Rock is jealous of Cody Rhodes being the people's champion. How many times have I told you? How many times have I went over this? Every time that Cody has gotten himself into trouble. Everything that Cody is in right now is because of Cody Rhodes. Literally everything. He won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania last year by beating Roman Reigns, and it was an incredible moment. He had title matches throughout the year with AJ Styles, Logan Paul, Solo Sikoa. And now he's looking at a WrestleMania season after coming out of a brutal feud with Kevin Owens. A Kevin Owens feud where he's ruined a relationship with Kevin Owens, where he's ruined a potential relationship with Randy Orton. We don't know yet. Everything that Cody has done, all of the decisions that Cody has done has brought him to this point. Kevin Owens turned on him. We're waiting on Randy to turn on him. He teamed with Roman Reigns. Roman and Rock's family is the reason why Cody's world is changing. Teaming with Roman offset all these problems. How are you going to go team with Roman and be friends with Kevin Owens at the same time when you know that Roman is the reason Kevin Owens' last 4 years have been torture? How are you going to team with Roman knowing that Roman Reigns and his family put Randy Orton out for 18 months? You don't think Randy's sitting at home waiting for a fucking RKO moment on Cody Rhodes? Everybody thinks Randy Orton's going to come back and go after Kevin Owens. For all we know, Randy Orton's sitting at home, and the person that he's going to come back for is Cody Rhodes. You don't think Randy Orton's possibly sitting at home looking at Kevin Owens saying, you know what, this motherfucker's been right the whole time. I don't blame him for beating me up. He had the right point from day one. Cody's world is crumbling. Then it took CM Punk to claim for 5 weeks in a row he was going to win the Royal Rumble, confront Cody Rhodes on it, and tell him, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Yeah, we're friends, but I'm not going to stab you in the back because I actually like you. I'm going to stab you in the front. And I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to take the WWE Championship from you at WrestleMania because that's why I'm here. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. Gee. Those are some poetic words from CM Punk, huh? I'm going to stab you in the front. I am here to make money. I'm not here to make friends. John Cena also was someone who wanted to win the Royal Rumble, who didn't. It was John Cena at the post-show press conference after the Royal Rumble was over, who cut a very, very straightforward, very angry promo. Angry that he lost. He says he's going to main event WrestleMania because he has to. He's going to win number 17 because he has to. And he's going to win the WWE Championship because that is what's best for business. There are 4 other men in that chamber. None of them are going to win the Elimination Chamber. Logan Paul is not going to win the Elimination Chamber. Seth Rollins is not going to win the Elimination Chamber. Damian Priest is not going to win the Elimination Chamber. And Drew McIntyre is not going to win the Elimination Chamber. It's going to come down to either CM Punk or John Cena. At this point, we don't know who. Now, The Rock gave Cody an ultimatum. I want you to be The Rock's champion. Go sleep on it. Go talk to your wife about it. I'll see you in 8 days at the Elimination Chamber in Toronto on March 1st. Looking at this head on, Cody is going to deny. He's going to say no. Deny The Rock's request. So one thing that potentially could come out of this is Cody says no. The Rock gives him some cryptic, very devilish-like promo, like he did tonight. And then by the end of the night, inject himself into the Elimination Chamber as participant number 7, win the Elimination Chamber, fucking over Cena and CM Punk, and going on to main event WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes because, A, he denied Rock. He does not want to be Rock's champion. And B, if he doesn't want to be the Rock's champion, then The Rock is going to have to do the job himself and be the champion that he wants for the company, which is ultimately himself. That's number one. Do I see that happening? I don't know. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. Option 2. Cody could deny The Rock and say, no, I don't want to be your champion. I am the champion of the people. And Roman Reigns could show face at the Elimination Chamber and back up Cody like Cody backed up Roman. And Roman can step in and justice will be served because The Rock is trying to abuse his power, which would be a beginning stage for Rock and Roman in Las Vegas at WrestleMania. That is also a possibility. Or we could go to option 3, which is probably the most intriguing of them all. I don't think this is going to happen, but it would drastically change the character storyline for either man. John Cena was very cryptic with what he said at the Royal Rumble press conference. I'm going to win the WWE Championship, take 17 home, and main event WrestleMania in my final year because that is what's best for business. Was that a glimpse into the future? Where Cody does not want to be the Rock's champion. Maybe somebody else wants to sell their soul for the ultimate reward. Now, we know the history that Rock and Cena have. We know the history that Rock and CM Punk have. Are either one of those men going to sell their soul to be the champion that The Rock wants for WWE? If Cody says no, who's to say that John Cena doesn't go corporate, turn heel, tell The Rock he wants to be the champion that The Rock needs for the company? John Cena and The Rock together on the road to WrestleMania to try and take down Cody Rhodes. Cena as a heel, Cody as a babyface. How many times have I told you that a straight up Cena and Cody one-on-one match for the WWE Championship, man, that's fucking vanilla. That's like great value, cheapo vanilla main event for WrestleMania. But if John Cena is a fucking heel and he aligns himself with The Rock and becomes the corporate champion and sells out in his final year because that's the easiest way to get it done, who's to say that isn't the WrestleMania main event with a little twist? Who's to say that Cody Rhodes and CM Punk don't join forces against The Rock and John Cena? I have a feeling, again, I may be on an island all to myself on this. I have a feeling that we're going to get something very similar as we did last year. I think we're going to get something that happens on night 1 directly affecting night 2. Whether that means Rock is going to wrestle, I don't know. He's going to be in a new movie. Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's playing a mafia boss. He's got this new role. I don't know what he's going to be able to do on the road to WrestleMania. He may not be able to wrestle with this new movie project coming up. They might not allow him to wrestle because of this new movie project coming up. Who's to say we don't get a tag team match on night one that directly affects night two? Who's to say we don't get something happening in the Elimination Chamber where Cena and Punk kind of cancel each other out? That isn't the night one main event, and then the night one main event of Cena and Punk directly affects who faces Cody on night two. That way you give CM Punk a main event without actually putting him in the WWE Championship match. You get Cena in a main event, and you get him as a heel to wrestle a babyface Cody Rhodes, and it's Cena and Rock. Join forces. But who's to say that The Rock and Cody are going to be a thing? We could very well still get Rock and Cody at WrestleMania. That is my preferred match because it makes everything on the card that much easier. But who's to say if Cody denies Rock and says, no, fuck off, that someone else isn't going to step up and say, I want to be The Rock's champion. I want to hand over my soul because I want you to take me where I belong. Again, Cena says, I'm going to win the title because it's best for business. And who's to say CM Punk isn't that guy? Maybe CM Punk is that guy. Maybe CM Punk cashes in the favor. Maybe Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, Punk cashes in the favor, and becomes The Rock's champion and sells his soul to become The Rock's champion. Imagine that. Cena wins the chamber. Babyface, good old John Cena on the road to WrestleMania, but it's actually CM Punk who sells his soul. And he cashes in the Paul Heyman favor, and we get Cena Punk night one, and the winner of that faces Cody on night two. It could happen. So when you want to look at what happened with The Rock tonight and question, oh, this sucks. Oh, I'm confused. Oh, what does this mean? These are the questions. Granted, we waited a long time for something to happen. But these are the questions that are going to bring excitement. Everybody and their fucking mother is going to be talking about this fucking promo for the next 7 days. Everybody's going to be talking about what this means going into the Elimination Chamber. Rocky got you. He got you. You're going to be talking about this until the chamber, and then when the chamber comes and whatever happens at the chamber, the road to WrestleMania is going to blow the fuck up. These keywords were thrown in there for weeks for a reason. WWE strategically moved the Royal Rumble to February 1st for a reason. WWE strategically put the Elimination Chamber on March 1st, where it usually happens in the middle of February, for a reason. WWE moved WrestleMania to the last week of April this year for a reason. That reason is The Rock. That reason is what you saw tonight. That reason will flesh itself out even more so on March 1st. WrestleMania season has begun, folks. So when you sit there and I sit there and everybody else sits there confused, wondering what the fuck was said tonight, what does it mean? You got more questions than you do answers. I know we've been through this same song and dance before. I know we've been through this already with The Rock. He comes in and it feels like plans have been blown the fuck up. Feels like they don't know where the fuck they're going. I don't know why they did what they did on January 6th. Otherwise, what was said tonight didn't even need to be said. But they did it. And now we're looking at them trying to make sense of every little bit that has happened before tonight. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I didn't like it. I'm glad that it happened. I'm going to sit here and tell you that I did like it. because I like the multitude of outcomes that could come out of this on Saturday. You still don't know where WrestleMania is going. Do they know? They have to know. There's 7 weeks till WrestleMania. They have to know what the fuck they're doing. They have to have a road. They have to have a vision, a map. Is there a possibility that they don't know? Sure. But in this administration, in this era, I think they have a plan. I think everything that we've seen so far has strategically been happening because this is the way it's been from the beginning. I knew The Rock was going to show face at some point during this WrestleMania season. I didn't really think New Orleans. I don't really pay attention to when the shows are happening and what cities the shows are taking place in. New Orleans, WrestleMania. Next year, 42, 2026. Now we got The Rock telling this story with Cody. And all the questions that come out of it. All the different scenarios that are coming out of it. How could you not like the talking points that have come out of this? Was it fucking stupid? Yes. I want your soul. Sounds fucking stupid. I mean, I fucking laughed at it. But look at all the different scenarios. Rock Cody, still on the table. Rock Roman, still on the table. John Cena and CM Punk, on the table. Punk and Cody, on the table. Cena and Cody, on the table. You don't know which pieces to this puzzle are going to be on the WrestleMania card. But if I had to guess, take one guess, Cody's going to be in the Night 2 main event. Rock could very well enter the chamber, win the chamber. Rock Cody, WrestleMania. Rock loses. He goes on to film his movies. Again, that is my preferred choice. But if they really want to fuck things up, and The Rock is not going to have a wrestling role due to his movie commitments, somebody else could step in and want to be the people's champ, or the Rock's champ in this case. Someone else could step in and want to sell their soul. Will it be Cena? I said this with Coachman on Thursday. I don't see John Cena going heel in the last year of his WWE career, even though I think it would be great. Chasing number 17 as a heel. I just don't find that to be a beneficial thing for John Cena. If we haven't seen John Cena as a heel yet throughout his entire career, we're certainly not going to start now. CM Punk could go heel. CM Punk's character going heel to be the people's or the Rock's champion. CM Punk selling his soul. What would that do for CM Punk? How would that look for CM Punk? That sets up a lot of different things now, doesn't it? Imagine. I like this, man. I like this. How do you feel about Punk cashing in the favor from Paul Heyman to the High Chief? I want to be the Rock's champion. Have Paul Heyman tell The Rock Cena wins the chamber. That favor gets cashed in and he's added to that Night 1 WrestleMania main event. Because Punk wants to do business with The Rock. And it all goes back to what he told Cody. I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm going to stab you in the front. Punk is going to let Cody know what his intentions are. There's a reason why that line was said too. Cash in the favor. Cena and Punk. Night 1 main event. Winner gets Cody on Night 2. I like that, man. I like that a lot. Then you get Punk winning the championship. CM Punk wins the WWE Championship. And we get the summer of fucking Punk. And then we get John Cena winning Money in the Bank. And John Cena wins Money in the Bank. And we get John Cena and CM Punk at SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium where John Cena wins the WWE title. Sounds great, doesn't it? Then we can go on to do heel Punk versus babyface Roman. I mean, the possibilities are fucking there, bro. The possibilities are there. If they want WrestleMania to be different, use that 2-night format. Night 1 going into Night 2. That's what they're doing. So when you sit there and say, oh, I didn't understand this promo. Oh, I didn't like this promo. Oh, I LOL'd at this promo. Start thinking in the pro wrestling way and start thinking that CM Punk could realistically come out of this as the fucking WWE champion coming out of WrestleMania. And that is something I can absolutely get behind. Now I convince myself that I want Punk and Cody in the main event of night 2 and Punk winning the title as a fucking heel. Corporate Punk. Backed by Dwayne. Gee, man, that would make WrestleMania an all-timer, huh? And John Cena gets his heart broken. John Cena doesn't win the WWE Championship. He does it against somebody that is only here for himself, that has aligned himself with a corporate stooge like Dwayne, and needs to take back the honor and the loyalty of what it means to be a WWE superstar and everything that he's built his career off of, away from CM Punk. There you go, man. Telling you, man, this, I don't know if that is the favor, but man, I make a convincing fucking argument, huh? If I'm Punk, I'm cashing in that favor. Cena's winning the chamber. Punk is cashing in that favor. Heyman goes to The Rock. Rock has his Rock's champion. He wants to do business. Get me into the main event of WrestleMania. Rock makes it happen because Rock is the final boss and everything ends with The Rock. Rock puts Punk in the night 1 main event against John Cena. Boom. Tell me that don't fucking work, bro. Tell me that I made fucking sense from this fucking confusing fucking promo from Dwayne tonight. There you go. Man, that makes everything sound a lot more comforting after what we heard tonight. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody's like, oh, Cena should beat Gunther for the world championship. Boring. 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 I was once one of those stooges. Gunther and Cena, man, that's the way to do it. No, man. No, man. Cena's winning the WWE title. He's winning number 17. And he's going to beat CM Punk to do it. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Cody, I don't know what Cody gets Randy. Cody's gonna be embroiled with Randy Orton. Look at the timeline. Look at the fucking timeline. Look at the timeline, man. I'm going to take you even deeper into the fucking year. Let's do it. Punk, Cena, night 1. Punk beats Cody, night 2. Cena's got his heart broken. Cena's got to win the Money in the Bank. Cena cashes in Money in the Bank and goes for Punk straight up one-on-one for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Wins it. John Cena's the WWE champion from August till the rest of the year. Who beats John Cena for the WWE Championship? Randy Orton. Randy Orton beats John Cena for the WWE Championship in John Cena's final match ever. And then what is the main event for next year's WrestleMania in New Orleans? Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, chasing Randy Orton, a heel Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes chasing the WWE Championship once again, and that will be your WrestleMania 42 main event. That's what I'm going with. Oh, and by the way, Sami Zayn's winning the Royal Rumble next year in Saudi Arabia and challenging Drew McIntyre, who's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That's the way I would do it. Boom. Imagine that. I just mapped out the next 3 WWE champions in the year of 2025, ending with Cena and Orton at the end of the year, and Randy Orton winning the WWE Championship. Punk winning the title at SummerSlam from Cena, and Punk winning the title from Cody at WrestleMania. Book it. Book it. There you go. Gee, man, maybe they should fucking pay me. So when you guys look at this promo, and you guys look at what's going on here, I think everybody here knows I would have come on here and I would have fucking started a shitstorm. You know me. When I don't like it, I let you know. I more laughed at how fucking long-winded. I actually got a little nervous. I laughed at how long-winded it was. I laughed about making the correlations with Rock and Shang Tsung. Your soul is mine. Like I just envisioned Rock fucking sticking his hand into Cody's chest and pulling out his fucking heart, you know? Or whatever Shang Tsung did. He's like hovering above and he's fucking sucking the soul out of your fucking character in Mortal Kombat. I get it. I understand people's, what the fuck, man? You confused. What is this? Long-winded. Get to the fucking point. This is what happens on a 3-hour show, man. But there is something brewing here. There is something fucking brewing here, man. Cody's not going to be the Rock's champion. Roman Reigns is not going to be the Rock's champion. There's only one guy in this story. Drew McIntyre is a possibility. I don't think that's the case, though. We could do Drew and Cody at WrestleMania, but that's not really speaking to me. It's not speaking to me. Maybe it's not even Cena. Maybe it's Drew. But I like Cena better. I think Cena factors into this story better. There's only 3 characters coming into this WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Cena, Punk, and Cody. Rock may have removed himself for movie reasons, legal reasons. And if that's the case, he's the puppet man. He's the devil. He's the devil wanting to corrupt. This year, he's not so much going to be in an active in-ring capacity, but he's going to be pulling the strings behind the scenes. He's going to be the boss. He's actually going to live up to the name Final Boss. I could see it. I like it. I think I convinced a whole bunch of you fucking people that this is the way to go. I convinced myself. Punk turning heel at WrestleMania, and Punk walks out of WrestleMania as a heel WWE champion. Book it. Love it. The rest of this SmackDown was fucking terrible, man. The rest of this SmackDown was awful. We're going to get into this. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but I want to thank you guys for what you've done so far for the month of February, man. You guys are rocking and rolling this month. We are looking at the second biggest February ever of the channel. We just had a tremendous January. This WrestleMania season is going to be bigger and better than ever. I'm already looking at B&Bs for New Orleans already. I may find myself down in New Orleans next year. I'm excited. Let's get through this WrestleMania first. But I want to thank you guys for all the support, man. You guys have killed it in the month of February. We collaborated with Jonathan Coachman on Thursday, hearing so many great things about the appearance on his radio show on Thursday. You guys loved it. We appreciate it. I appreciated Coach for giving me the opportunity and the time to fill in for the one and only Vince Russo. I can't replace the original bro, but I appreciate the opportunity over there. And that's not going to be the only collaboration this year, man. I'm going to be looking to collaborate with a lot of creators. You know, a lot of people, they tend to think what we do here is all like vile and evil, and JD is a racist and this and that, and he's all these nasty things. I'm like fucking the Antichrist over here. But when you see me in a sit down with Coach, I mean, I don't really understand why people wouldn't want to engage in conversation with such a prominent voice here. And that's what we try to do, man. We got Monday night, we're live. Tuesday with the Solid Monster. Tuesday Night Titans is the best two-man show in the entire fucking community live. Live. Nobody's doing the numbers we're doing. Wednesday with Jesse. Nobody's doing the numbers we're doing on Wednesday. We did almost 40,000 views across all social media on Wednesday night. Who's doing that? Tonight we're live in front of almost 4,000 people. So thank you guys, man. Join the movement. The OTS movement. It's not better than the Yeet movement. We don't yeet over here, but OTS movement, man. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Hit that thumbs up. Try for 1,000 likes. We got another 175 to go. We'd love to get to 1,000 likes. Shout out to my Twitch family. We're live on the Purple Snake. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Thank you guys very much for all your support. My TikTok fam, thank you guys very much for all the support over on TikTok. We are live over there as well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the view over on TikTok. Go check out all the content on the channel. We uploaded something today, man. There was a story that broke on the coach's show that all the rest of the IWC ran with. Shane McMahon ghosting Cody, not Cody Rhodes. Jesus. Shane McMahon ghosting Tony Khan. So go check that out. There was a big story on Shane and Tony and why Shane is not in AEW at this point in time. So go check that out. It's live on the channel. And tonight we are sponsored by my great friends over at Z-Biotics. Make sure you guys click the link that I've pinned at the top of the comment section in the stream. Make sure you guys check the link as well. It's down in the description. You're going to get 15% off your first purchase using our unique link, zbiotics.com. I want to thank them for once again sponsoring the show. And speaking of comments, if you guys are watching after the fact, leave a comment down below, man. It helps us out tremendously. We love being in the algorithm here on YouTube. Jimmy Uso, he wrestled Drew McIntyre in the open of the show. Drew McIntyre loses to Big Jim in 11 minutes. I don't know why. I don't know what we're doing with Drew McIntyre. What the fuck are we doing with Drew McIntyre, man? Does anybody know? Drew McIntyre cannot win a fucking match. He cannot get any momentum for himself. McIntyre teased the eating to start the match, then mimicked flipping Jimmy off by giving him the middle finger. Jimmy fired up, had the early hand. Jimmy's momentum ended when McIntyre caught Jimmy, hit a pair of belly-to-belly suplexes. We go into a commercial break with Drew McIntyre hitting an Alabama slam on Jimmy onto the ring steps. McIntyre posed on the commentary desk, and we go to a commercial break. Show came back from the break. McIntyre's working on Jimmy with a series of punches on the second rope. Jimmy worked his way out, connected with a splash. He then followed up with a beautiful-looking Samoan drop. He goes for recovery, gets a 2 count. Jimmy set up for a super kick. McIntyre cut him off with a flying headbutt and a spine buster for a 2 count. McIntyre set up for a future shock DDT. Jimmy countered and eventually threw McIntyre onto the apron. McIntyre goes up top, but jumped into a super kick, followed by a spear by Big Jim, and he only got a near fall on it. Jimmy went to the top for the Uso splash. Drew countered a splash, set up for a Claymore. Drew ran into a super kick. McIntyre then started talking shit to Jimmy and tried for another Alabama slam. Jimmy rolled through it and rolled McIntyre up in some sort of victory roll and got the 1, 2, 3. I don't know what we're doing with Drew, but him losing to Big Jimmy Uso is not really the way, bro. It's not really the way. So after the match, McIntyre attacked Jimmy inside the ring. He set Jimmy's head against the ring post and was going to kick him with a Claymore against the steel post, but officials and agents ran down to pull Drew away. Drew started walking up the aisleway. He eventually got away from the officials and ran back into the ring and Claymored Jimmy out cold. You know, with all the talk of Drew McIntyre and his WrestleMania match against Damian Priest, and then people pivoted to LA Knight, I don't really see any interaction here. I do not have a fucking clue as to what Drew McIntyre is doing at WrestleMania. Now, we may have to wait till the Chamber, because Damian Priest, the original rumored opponent for Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, is in the Chamber. Maybe we get something coming out of that for Drew McIntyre to go one-on-one with Damian Priest, and their feud and their WrestleMania match gets kicked off in the Chamber. I don't know. Supposedly, it was supposed to get kicked off in the Royal Rumble with his elimination, but that got fucked up, so now they may be waiting for the Chamber. Again, I'm not really all that excited about that. I'm not. Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns is the match that they really should be doing, because it's the story that they have been telling for Drew McIntyre since he's come back. So I don't really know. I don't know what they're doing with Drew at WrestleMania, but he lost to Big Jim here, and I don't really like what they're doing with Drew McIntyre. What'd they do? They showed footage here with a vehicle pulling up to the arena. And then coming out of the vehicle was Solo Sikoa. They showed the main event last week with the miscommunication between Solo and Tama Tonga. Solo got out of the vehicle, and as soon as he walked into the building, he was met with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu right at the entrance. Solo said what happened to Tama Tonga last week was an accident. Fatu said, listen, if it wasn't an accident, you wouldn't be standing here right now. Solo said he and Fatu and Tama Tonga later tonight, tag team match, he'd be in Fatu and Tonga's corner. Fatu said, no, we're going at this together. It'll be me and you teaming against Braun and Damian Priest in the main event. Tonga's not going to be in the match. So Fatu's leading the group. Solo once again said, I love you. After Jacob told him they've been running shit on SmackDown in his absence for weeks. This is why I love you, Jacob. For a second week in a row, Jacob Fatu did not tell Solo Sikoa he loves him. You're looking at your WrestleMania match for both guys. It will be Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu will be a babyface. Guarantee it. Carmelo Hayes. They aired footage of Carmelo Hayes running into R-Truth, who apparently said that they have a tag team match later. Truth says his tag team partner is from right here in Louisiana. Miz walks up to Melo, and he says he put the match together, and they will be a team. Turns out that Miz and Melo are a fucking thing on this show. For the last 2 weeks, Miz is now saying, Melo don't Miz. In some weird way to sell Carmelo Hayes on this tag team with the Miz. So it's going to be Miz and Melo versus Truth and a mystery partner. I genuinely don't believe this is what we're doing with Carmelo Hayes in 2025. He's wrestled Tozawa. He's wrestled R-Truth. He's now teaming with The Miz. And we got Miz following Carmelo Hayes saying, Melo don't Miz. Whoever is calling up Vince McMahon and getting pointers on how to run this show, please stop. This is awful. This is truly fucking awful. I don't want to see anything with Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Ever. But here we are. This is the best that they got for Carmelo. WrestleMania season is here, folks, and they got Carmelo Hayes teaming with the fucking Miz. Great. We got a Zelina Vega vignette. This was a very long vignette, almost like a reintroductory package. I don't know what they're doing with Zelina, but they could be setting her up for a United States Championship title match. Looks like a reboot of sorts for Zelina Vega. R-Truth made his way out. Said his partner is a local legend. And apparently his partner is L.A. Knight. R-Truth thinks the L.A. in L.A. Knight stands for Louisiana. Knight walked out. He looked confused. He probably told R-Truth that he's not from Louisiana, but he's from Maryland, but he lives in Los Angeles now, and L.A. is Los Angeles. Los Angeles Knight. Truth then gave Knight some beads and a po' boy, which he started eating in the aisleway, and then handed it off to a fan in the front row. 10 minutes. We got Miz and Carmelo Hayes teaming for 10 minutes. I don't believe it. Crowd was big into LA Knight here. We'll pick it up after the commercial break. Truth tagged Miz, who was not his partner, into the match. Melo then sent Truth to the outside. Go to a commercial break. They come back. Melo's in control. He's working on Truth. Melo went for a suplex, but R-Truth countered into a stunner. Then he gets the hot tag. And he eventually comes in legal and cleans house. LA Knight's in there. He tried something with The Miz. It didn't work out. Melo tags in. Melo went for first 48 on LA Knight. LA Knight countered, and Truth tagged himself back in. Truth then did the John Cena spots, the knuckle shuffle. I can't even say it. 5 knuckle shuffle. And then the big, you can't see me. This fired up the live crowd. Truth worked. He did an STFU or STF on Melo. Miz broke it up. LA Knight took care of Miz. They fought on the outside where Shinsuke Nakamura appeared and attacked LA Knight inside the ring. Miz is tagging in. Melo and Miz hit a skull-crushing finale and a first 48 dual combination variation maneuver. They did this and got the win over R-Truth for the 1-2-3. It looks like they're setting up Nakamura and LA Knight. When and where, I don't fucking know. All I know is Nakamura needs to lose the championship back to LA Knight, and we need to get LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania for the United States Championship, and we need to crown Carmelo Hayes as the new United States Champion. That's what we need to do. Or maybe a triple threat match, which I don't really care for. I would rather see the one-on-one match with Knight and Melo. Maybe they do that at the Elimination Chamber. Maybe they do Knight and Nakamura as the 5th match at the Chamber, make the title switch, and then have Melo win it at WrestleMania. I can get behind that, definitely. Charlotte Flair. We got a Charlotte Flair vignette. And obviously they're painting the picture of Charlotte and Tiffany at WrestleMania. Tiffany's out there. She's in the middle of the ring, and she's got a microphone, and she says, everybody's been obsessed with her since she's won the WWE Women's title. Tiffy said at the end of the Chamber, she will make the unstoppable force come to a definitive end. Tiffy then pivoted to Charlotte and said that she saw what happened last week. Tiffy said nobody loves to kick a girl when she's down quite like Charlotte Flair does. Gee, that's a fucking shoot. Tiffany says she's coming for Charlotte's spot as the top girl in WWE. She's already the top girl. She's the fucking champion. I don't really get the verbiage here. Like, I don't really understand it. I'm coming for your top spot. I'm coming for the top girl spot. You are the top girl. You're the fucking champion. What more do you need to do? Nia Jax comes out. Candice LeRae is out there with Nia Jax. Nia says she thinks it's cute that Tiffany thought she had her beat last week. Jax said Tiffany won't even see WrestleMania because Nia will be coming back for her and the Women's Championship. Tiffy told Nia to give it up because the title isn't hers. Jax and LeRae stepped into the ring and says they would both take out Tiffany now ahead of their match. Referee popped into the ring. That did not happen. And we go to a commercial break. Tiffany and Candice LeRae, one-on-one. If you guys went to go grab a pillow, I don't blame you. Literally nobody in this audience gave a single fuck about what happened here. So we'll pick it up after the commercial break. Tiffy went to the top to go for a moonsault on both Jax and LeRae. She missed both of them almost entirely. I don't know what the purpose of this is. Is she trying to mimic how bad Charlotte's moonsault is? Why do we have Tiffany doing Charlotte's terrible moonsault to the outside where she does nothing but graze her opponents on the way down and there's no impact whatsoever? It's almost as if they're setting it up for WrestleMania so that when Charlotte does it, it looks better. Oh, you can't have a better moonsault than me. We have to make yours look worse by the time we get to WrestleMania. Terrible looking moonsault. Good in execution. Terrible fucking landing, just like Charlotte. Charlotte comes back. Tiffany hits a bunch of clotheslines on Candice. She followed her up with a spine buster. Goes for a cover, gets a 2 count. 2 battled up on the top rope until Tiffany knocked LeRae off and went for a swanton, but LeRae moved and rolled Tiffany up for a near fall. Stratton came back very quickly, set up for the prettiest moonsault ever, but Nia pulled Stratton to the outside. Stratton took out Jax and LeRae and looked at Charlotte while Charlotte was on commentary, by the way. Don't know who wants to hear from her. I don't even know who wants to see her, let alone hear her. Charlotte's out there. She looked at Charlotte while pointing at the Mania sign like a dumbass. We go back in the ring. Tiffany connected with the prettiest moonsault ever for the 1, 2, 3. After the match was over, Nia Jax immediately attacked Tiffany. Trish Stratus music hit, and Trish ran out for the save, taking care of Nia Jax and LeRae. The heels fought back. Nia Jax was in control. She stacks Tiffany and Trish on top of one another while Charlotte's looking on from commentary, and she delivers the Annihilator on both Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, which looked fucking awful. This was the weakest Annihilator I've ever seen. At the end of the match, Tiffany's down in the same manner that she was last week. Charlotte gets into the ring. She stands above Tiffany with her arms out and her ridiculous outfits. She goes over to the ropes and she wipes her feet in front of Tiffany's face and then exits the ring. Is this the build? Is this going to be the build, folks? Are we going to get 6 more, 7 more weeks of Charlotte Flair just kind of burying little by little Tiffany Stratton? What are we doing here? Tiffany is the top girl in WWE on SmackDown. She is the champion. I don't give a fuck what Charlotte's accolades are. She's not the champion. So by that meaning, she's not the top girl. But here we are. Charlotte is here, and they're pretending that Charlotte is more important and so much more superior than Tiffany Stratton. This is a 3rd week now. I'm going to say it every fucking week until we get to WrestleMania, until the match happens. Charlotte Flair should not defeat Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. If you do have Charlotte win, the backlash will blow up in your face so badly. Charlotte is already go-away heat. She will have never come back heat. We don't need to see it. Charlotte should be in a position upon return to put other talents over, to put younger talents over. Becky did it. Becky did it for Tiffany. Why can't Charlotte? You already gave her the Royal Rumble. That's 2 Royal Rumbles in this woman's career. Both undeserved, by the way. Now you want to give her the Women's Championship? For what? You think Charlotte winning the Women's Championship is going to make this division better? It's only going to make things worse. Nothing the woman touches is memorable. Nothing. Tiffany needs to win. I'm going to say it every fucking week until we get to Las Vegas. Cody ran into Damian Priest backstage, and Priest asked Cody why The Rock was there. Why did he take you out of our main event? Cody says he didn't know. But it's certainly going to be interesting with The Rock in the building. Priest said after the Chamber, he's going to win, and he's coming for Cody's title. Yeah, good luck to you. Cody says he wouldn't have it any other way. He walks away. In walks Braun Strowman. Strowman says if it wasn't for Solo Sikoa, the Chamber would look a lot different. They joked for a second. Damian Priest asked Strowman if they would handle business later. Strowman says they would because it's the only thing he cares about. Naomi and Bianca Belair, they were interviewed in the back by Byron Saxton. Naomi says she knows Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were the ones responsible for attacking Jade Cargill. He's just throwing names out there. I know they're responsible. Sounds like the sounds of a guilty individual. Belair says they're going to get revenge on Liv and Raquel and move on to the Chamber next weekend. Naomi said Liv especially will feel the glow later tonight. You know, a lot of people complained. A lot of people complained that Liv and Naomi didn't get a match tonight. Well, they kind of did, but they significantly got their time cut. People were complaining. People were complaining that there wasn't enough Chelsea Green or Mia Yim on the show. Gee, man, I don't know who the fuck is complaining about that, but I guarantee you nobody missed them. Just fake outrage on social media today because there was a report that went out by WrestleVotes that claimed that the script needed to be rewritten and things needed to be cut from the show because The Rock was going to get a big portion of time on the show. And people's fake outrage made them look utterly ridiculous tonight. I'm sorry you didn't get to see B-Fab this week on Friday Night SmackDown. Did you see the show that we got tonight? It was one of the worst of the entire year. Maybe ever. And you want who? Mia Yim? B-Fab? Alexa Bliss on the show? I'm sorry. The Rock could go out there and spew what he had for fucking breakfast the last 7 days on the microphone. And I would find it infinitely more interesting than a fucking Mia Yim match. Nobody believes your fake outrage. Shut the fuck up. It's WrestleMania season. Nobody gives a shit about fucking Chelsea Green. Speaking of Alexa Bliss, she got a vignette that aired. At least they did a good job of taking out those people and putting vignettes in for them. Bliss kind of felt like, looked like, sounded like a heel in this. She said she's going to turn the Chamber into a playground of her own. She ain't winning. Alexa Bliss is not winning the Chamber. It's either two people. It's either Bianca Belair or Liv Morgan, and I'm going with Bianca. Naomi made her entrance alongside Bianca. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez attacked them before the match could even start. Liv Morgan hits Oblivion on Naomi in the ring, and then they quickly retreat. This was obviously supposed to be a match tonight, but got cut due to The Rock taking a significant amount of time. Oh, man, how am I ever going to sleep now that I didn't get to see Liv Morgan and Naomi wrestle and nothing match on SmackDown? Oh, my goodness, man. Yeah, let's put that on and cut 10 minutes from the fucking Rock. WrestleMania season, folks. Nobody gives a fuck. Get over yourself. Nick Aldis found Liv and Raquel backstage and told them to get out of his building. They laughed and walked away. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven then walked in. Green said she and Niven were ready to take Belair and Naomi's places in the Chamber after they just got mauled outside in the ring. Aldis says, what are you talking about? They will be at the Chamber. They're not missing the Chamber. Chelsea Green was upset because the Chamber is in Canada and Chelsea's Canadian. Aldis said Green will have an opponent, not at the Chamber, but at SmackDown next week. Do we know who it is? No. Probably going to be either B-Fab or Mia Yim. It's based on who she's been feuding with. We already talked about the Rock segment. Not going to go over it again. We spent over an hour on it in the beginning of the show. You guys can go back and listen and watch. That is what happened there. After that, Chelsea Green segment, The Rock and Cody Rhodes were out there for a very long time. And I went over that in the beginning of the show. So hopefully you got a little bit of an enjoyment out of that. And hopefully you guys are on board with what I pitched for WrestleMania. DIY. After The Rock and Cody and that segment came to an end, DIY made their entrance, had microphones with them. Ciampa said tonight has been electrifying. He wants everyone to be somber for a second. 2 weeks ago, he said pretty deadly, embarrassed them, and tonight, DIY will return that favor. Ciampa asks everyone to rise to their feet and remove their baseball caps and bow their heads for a moment of silence for Pretty Deadly. I would stand up and proceed to give a moment of silence, but asking me to remove my baseball cap is a tall task. I would not do that. Nobody wants to see my hairline. Crowd booed. Ciampa shook his head. Pretty Deadly's music hit. They come out. Zero reaction for Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly attacked DIY as their music kept playing. Deadly posed underneath the big disco ball in the center of the ring. And the match then started in a very weird way. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. This match meant nothing. Nothing. Crowd didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit. You didn't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Street Profits are back, though. DIY took control. Gargano super kicked the shit out of Prince out to the floor. Go to commercial. We come back from break. Gargano's working over Prince. Middle of the ring. Tags in Ciampa. Prince fired up. And Prince and Ciampa are going at it. They double down. Kit Wilson and Gargano tag back in. Wilson took care of Gargano and Ciampa. He then clotheslines both Ciampa and Gargano over the top and tags in Elton Prince. Things broke down. Wilson landed a code breaker on Gargano. Prince went for a pin, got a 2 count. Prince hits a big back suplex on Ciampa out of nowhere. All of a sudden, the Street Profits show up wearing all black. They are a rogue tag team now. Street Profits showed up, took Pretty Deadly out, causing a DQ. DIY win by DQ. Montez Ford hits a high frog splash on Ciampa. Motor City Machine Guns, they come on out to zero reaction. They ran out to help, but the Profits took care of them pretty easily. So the Profits took care of all 3 of these tag teams here tonight. Probably the hottest tag team, if you even want to say that, on SmackDown in a division right now that you could not buy a fucking reaction from this audience. You couldn't. I don't know where they're going. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't know what we're doing, where we're going. I feel bad for Gargano and Ciampa. They're trying. They are trying, bro. Nobody cares. Profits needed a new coat of paint. I like their look. I like their intensity. Motor City Machine Guns have been a fucking fail. Nobody cares. Great fucking tag team. Nobody's reacting. Nobody's reacting. What's the problem? Where is the problem? Beats me. We need to know who these guys are a little bit better than what we know now. The blue collar, I want to fight everybody baby faces ain't working here. We need a reason to fucking care about these teams, and right now we don't got any. Zero. It's probably going to result in a multi-team match at WrestleMania. Guarantee it. Footage of Sami Zayn's promo from Raw aired. From there, Kevin Owens cuts a promo on X. If you guys want to go to Kevin Owens' Twitter, he's got the promo on his Twitter account. I love these Kevin Owens vignettes and these promos. He basically utters the same thing he said on Monday from his car via his cell phone. But the thing is, the difference with this promo is that he was outside Sami Zayn's house. He's cutting a promo in front of Sami Zayn's house, and he turns the phone around and he starts filming from outside Sami's house as Sami is there with his wife and his son. Sami's in basketball shorts. He's got no socks on. He's walking around barefoot in his home, relaxing. His kid's doing homework. What a fucking psychopath Kevin Owens is, huh? For all we know, Kevin Owens was fucking over the house that night for dinner, quickly went outside via his mobile device and cut a promo on Sami Zayn right in front of his home. They just spliced it into the fucking show. Kevin Owens sounds great. Kevin Owens looks great. He looks fucking demented. He looks absolutely fucking crazy. It's going to be a great match. We don't even know if it's going to be a match. It's an unsanctioned match. We don't know what's going to happen. Could be a match. They could prolong it till WrestleMania. We could see Randy Orton come back and save Sami Zayn, and that's where we get Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens starting for WrestleMania. I don't know, man. I like it. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, they were shown walking through the backstage area. Fatu cut Solo's promo off to basically cut one of his own. Fatu told them at the end to play his music. He yells his name. They walk out alongside Sikoa and Tama Tonga, or he does rather, walks out alongside Sikoa and Tama Tonga, and they are now walking to the ring for the main event. Tag team match here with Braun Strowman and Damian Priest. Fine TV main event. Nothing really too crazy here. We'll pick it up after the commercial break. Fatu was working over Strowman in the ring. Solo tags in. Crowd booed. Solo hit a hip attack on Strowman in the corner. Fatu tagged in. Fatu's getting those babyface reactions, man. I don't know what they're going to do, but he went for a hip attack. He went for a second one. Strowman got a boot up on the second one. Strowman followed it up with a spine buster. He got the hot tag to Priest. Solo tags in. Priest went to work on Solo. Big back elbow in the corner. Priest hit a spinning back kick on Fatu. Priest ran into a super kick from Solo, but Priest came back with a kick and a flatliner on Solo for a 2 count. Priest took Solo's hand and walked the top rope into a big crossbody splash, which is basically his version of Undertaker's Old School. Priest set up Sikoa for a razor's edge. Tama Tonga distracted Priest. Fatu interfered, and Solo hits a spinning Solo for a nice near fall. Solo set up for Samoan Spike, but Priest countered, and Fatu accidentally super kicked Solo Sikoa. Strowman took out Fatu and Tonga on the outside, running them over with the Strowman Express, which looked fucking brutal. They both went flying over the commentary table. Inside the ring, South of Heaven on Solo by Priest. 1, 2, 3. And the show ended with Priest looking up at the WrestleMania sign, thinking he's going to win the Elimination Chamber and go on to challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but that is not going to happen. Telling you that right now. Damian Priest is not going to WrestleMania to challenge for the WWE Championship. The SmackDown was outside the main event and obviously outside of the Rock and Cody stuff. Even McIntyre and Big Jim wasn't that bad of a match, but the first 90 minutes of this show, man, you know, this is something that we've heard now. Road Dogg is riding SmackDown. Not really a good look. I know a lot of people are going to be blaming Road Dogg and whoever else is writing this show. It all falls in the lap of Triple H. It all falls in the lap of Triple H. They got writers, which then gets, the script gets passed off to the other higher-ups like Bruce. Bruce is a middleman between the creative and Triple H. Then Triple H approves it. This show fucking blows. SmackDown is by far the worst, easily by far the worst wrestling show of the week. Man, we're at a point right now where Dynamite is better than SmackDown. It wasn't that way. NXT is better than SmackDown. SmackDown is the worst weekly show out of the 4. If you want to include TNA, I'm hearing good things about TNA. They may be the worst out of all the shows during your week. How did we get here? The 3 hours certainly doesn't help. The lack of excitement in its characters doesn't help. The Rock's confusing fucking promo, which I hope we made sense of tonight, giving you a glimpse of just a little excitement about what may come on March 1st. Rock ain't going to be there every week. They got to do something to fix this show, man. 3 hours ain't working. NXT call-ups, some new faces, some fresh stories. This entire brand is ice fucking cold. Ice cold. Tonight's show, in oh so many words, fucking sucked. But The Rock was back. The road to WrestleMania finally felt like the road to WrestleMania since the Royal Rumble. And I hope we get something really, really, really interesting, man. I need some hearty substance going into WrestleMania. The Rock may have provided that. And coming out of that chamber, man, I'm telling you, something's going to happen. We're gonna get some bombs on March 1st. I don't know where it's coming from and who it's going to involve, but we're getting some fucking bombs. We're gonna know the main event of WrestleMania. Whatever the main event is for WrestleMania coming out of the chamber, it's not going to remain that way for the next 7 weeks. It's not. Shit's gonna get blown up. By who? How much? I don't know. Dynamite is better than SmackDown. ZAJ89. Yes, Dynamite at this. Dynamite's Wednesday night show was better than this show tonight. Give me a fucking break. This show sucks. It's offensive. It's not even like it's fucking bad, man. I would rather just be fucking flat out bad. They are in the worst state. They're boring. Like, I find myself wanting to sleep during the show. That sucks. That's the worst fucking feeling. Awful. Guys, thank you for a great show tonight. We had upwards towards 4,000 people in this chat. I appreciate you guys very much. We're live on Twitch. We're live on TikTok. We're live on X. Appreciate you guys for all of the supports across all social media tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn the bell for all notifications. Make sure you guys go check out all the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. We uploaded a brand new video today in regards to Tony Khan ghosting Shane McMahon. Last year, when all of that speculation happened, if Shane was coming in, is he coming in? Is he the leader of the not the Dark Order, the Death Riders? Whatever. Dark Order, Death Riders, it's all shit. Nothing came to fruition there. What happened? I talk about it today on Off the Script. So make sure you guys go and do that. And tonight we're sponsored by my great friends over at ZBiotics. ZBiotics.com is tonight's sponsor of Off the Script. I'm going to hit you guys with a couple of harsh truths today, man. We're getting older. It's basically all I got to say. We're getting older. You and me, we're getting older. We can't go out and party like we used to. We can't go out and drink like we were 23 years old. It's not going to happen anymore. We as adults have responsibilities. Every time you go out and drink that one drink and you wake up the next morning and you say, man, I shouldn't have had that last drink, you end up regretting it. How do you feel the next morning? You feel like complete garbage. You don't feel your best. You don't go to work. Sometimes you call out of work. You don't go to the gym. Your gym schedule gets all messed up. Us content creators, that one video that everybody's waiting for doesn't get done. I got a surefire way for you guys to go out and have some fun and still get your work done and feel great the next morning. And it's all because of ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink. You drink responsibly, you keep hydrated, you pop one of these before any of that happens, and you're going to be good to go, man. Your nights are going to be great, and your next day is going to be even greater. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. And how it works, guys, is very simple. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that is to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. So just remember to make ZBiotics your first drink of the night, and please drink responsibly, and you'll feel your very best tomorrow. So if you guys want to have yourself a couple of cold adult beverages and feel your very best tomorrow morning, make sure you choose ZBiotics. That's ZBiotics.com. Use our unique link. I even pinned it at the top of the comment section down below and in the description of this very video. Make sure you use that to guide you where you guys need to be. 15% off your first order at checkout. And ZBiotics will even offer you a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, they'll refund you your money, no questions asked. Once again, that's ZBiotics.com. Use our unique link down below. And I want to thank them for, once again, sponsoring the podcast right here on Off the Script. Thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to Z-Biotics tonight for sponsoring the podcast right here on Off the Script. Let's get into these super chats and get the hell out of here tonight, man. We are going to start with Michael Krause. He's got 3 $2 super chats. Safe travels this weekend, JD. Yeah. OTS, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Will we get the Android tonight? I need an upgrade. LOL. No Android tonight. I am just so sick and tired of talking about Charlotte. She makes me physically ill. Honestly. Every time I look at her, she makes me physically ill. $1.99 from the final boss. Back to save. Triple H's ass is the final boss. I don't think anything can save this fucking show. I don't think anything can save this show, brother. Hardy Punk Steel Cage. $5 super chat times 2. Today I was unexpectedly given notice. I'm on the road to my first Mania Live. Least I can wish for is an unexpected twist in the Rock story. Love OTS and JD. I'm getting paid for the next 2 months, though. Go straight to who keeps me patient with the reviews and theories. We deserve shockers tonight. Give us the drama. I think we're going to get the drama, man. I think we are. Tone C with a $5 super chat. I got what you were talking about on Wednesday. You want to roll out the Pillsbury Doughboy like Lois Griffin did when she was making cinnamon buns. Yes. Yes, I love the Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon buns, bro. I love those little doughy twists as well, those dinner rolls. Ali with a $2 super chat. Get Charlotte Flair off my TV, please. Oh, I agree, brother. I agree. Johnny Boy Vaccaro with the 2 months. I get Cher vibes from the droid Charlotte Flair. I don't know what type of vibes it is, but I hate it. I don't like it. Get her off TV. My guy David Thiering. $10 super chat. Hey, JD, saw you on the Coaches Podcast subbing in. Great insight as always. Shout out to the OTS Tribal Queen, whose situation with her father went terminal. Please send thoughts and prayers her way. I am very sorry to hear that. I am very sorry to hear that. Tribal Queen, I am very sorry to hear that. Thoughts and prayers to you from me and the entire Off the Script family. Let's see some prayer emojis and some support for our OTS Tribal Queen tonight. Wishing her nothing but the best. Johnny Boy with a 5. Hey, JD, if you know and enjoy the band Dance with the Dead, check out Phoenix by Scandroid. I'm telling you, it's got a great electric guitar, bro. I will check it out, man. We will see. I know Killswitch Engage came out with a new album today. I haven't listened to it yet, but the first 2 singles that they've released, I was not a fan of. So I got to go back and listen to that. I got to listen to Dream Theater's new one, too. I haven't listened to that either. Hardy Punk Steel Cage with a $2 super chat. Calling it now. Welcome to the road to WrestleMania. Yes, March 1st. We'll get all the answers we need. Johnny Boy Vaccaro with a 5. Rock turn Cody heel for babyface Cena. No. No, I don't want to heel Cody. I do not want to heel Cody. I'd rather a heel Cena. Or a heel Punk, rather. And a babyface Cena chasing a heel Punk. Michelle with a $2 super chat. Cody, Rock, mirroring Austin McMahon vibes. Could be the influence. Could be the inspiration for such. I think Cena would fit that role. Chasing the authority and trying to make the company right again. I think CM Punk is the guy. Michelle with a 2. Cody, Rock mirroring Austin McMahon vibes. Thank you for the 2. Hiru with a 2. The Rock thinks he's Shang Tsung. Yes. Everybody made that correlation tonight. Absolutely. $5 super chat from Hardy Punk. I believe Rock will be at Mania against Cody, plus Punk winning the Chamber and getting his main event against the man who denied it all along. I feel so oozy. Johnny Boy with a 2. Authority versus Face. Cody's PG versus Stone Cold TV 14. Hardcore Kevin with a $2 super chat. Kevin Owens should cut a promo taking a dump. Why? Why would we do that? Hardy Punk with a 10. WWE Championship title picture. Rock or Cody as champ after Chamber. Facing Cena or Punk. Which nostalgic flame do we want to relight? JD. Believe. Rock paying tribute to his father, the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson, taking this moment to pay tribute to the OTS Tribal Queens. Father, prayers from the OTS family. Thank you, brother. Richie V with a 199. Road Dogg cooked one hell of an episode. Yeah, it was awful. The Egyptian King. He says, hear me out. Cody definitely will say no to The Rock. Rock gets angry, abuses his powers, enters the Elimination Chamber, replaces Cena. He will offer Cena a shot at Cody's title on night 1. Again, any one of those mixes could happen. And listen, he's got the power to do whatever. He could very well replace somebody in the Chamber by promising them a night 1 main event against Cody, yeah. John Ortolaza with a 2. The Rock versus Cody Rhodes in a soul on a pole match. Bro. Tribal Chief with a $2 super chat. JD, you kick ass on Culture Show. OTS for life, pal. Thank you, Tribal Chief. Had a good time. Mo Al-K with a 279. Does Rock go full Hollywood Rock in Toronto? I hope so. That's why we're here. Jose Perez with a 499. Gentlemen, start your engines. Heel Rock just made it more interesting. Saw you on Coach this week. It was like the IWC Forbidden Door for me. OTS for life. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate Coach for giving me the time. It was a great 1 hour of wrestling discussion. Ricardo Linnell with a $10 super chat. JD, you fucking beast. Amazing job on coaching, bro. I imagine the little troll geeks on X shrieking in a boiling pot of jealousy. Keep moving forward. We'll be there for you. Best of the fucking best. And fuck the rest. Thank you, Ricardo. It's a great fucking song, ain't it, huh? Jeffrey K with a $9.99. I was really he says, I was really hoping for is the direction you can fuck. Instead, we get an ultimatum. Let's go and keep up the great work, JD. Off is the direction in which you can fuck. Yes, Jeffrey. Yeah, we didn't get that tonight. That was an all-timer line. I love that. Man, that beatdown in front of his bus was just fucking epic. Setsuka with a $4.99. Cody will go heel and be Homelander, which sets up Cena Chase all year. It's a great story to tell if they play it right and shock us. Now, I don't want to see Cody go heel. I don't. Why does Cody need to go heel? Richard Cohen with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, what does The Rock mean? He wants Cody to be his brother. That was weird. SmackDown was okay. Still a lot better than AEW. He wants a brother. That he says he's always wanted a brother. He never had. I don't know. Cody will say no. Cody will say no to The Rock at the Chamber. James all day. JD, the radio show appearance could open the door for OTS to get on Sirius, like you said, as you wanted to do. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do, man. Maybe we should talk. Maybe we should all talk to Dave LaGreca. Well, they just signed Denise for another year. Maybe they don't want me and Denise working together. Can you imagine? Informal with the new membership. Thank you, brother. Chris with 32 months. Thank you, gentlemen. Craig with 22 months. Chris says, let's hope in the end all of this will make sense. Craig says, I'm having a banana old-fashioned tonight. Oh, that sounds fucking good, man. Banana old-fashions are great. I had a banana old-fashioned when I was in Chicago, man. Fucking great. Guys, we need 8 likes for 1,000. Can we get 8 likes? Robbie with a $4.99. What's up, JD? Hope you're doing well. Do you think we get an Austin and Vince-like handshake deal with Rock and Cody at Mania? Maybe corporate Cody? No. No, I think we get corporate Punk. Which only enrages Rollins because Rollins will be proven correct. Hypocrite. Punk would end up being a hypocrite. Soundwave 80s with a $4.99. Have you ever watched any Police Academy movies, 1 through 6? You know what? I have not. Fuck me, I guess. I have not, Soundwaves. I don't know what that makes me. It may make me a loser. I don't know. Johnny Boy Vaccaro with a $10 super chat. Rock wants to destroy Cody to shame Rhodes' family into reconciling Roman's humiliation on his family. New blood feud. Samoan Tribe versus American Patriots. So this is the discussion that's going to be had for the next 7 days. People are going to be fantasy booking all these different scenarios, man. This is exactly what The Rock wanted, man. He wants you talking about it, and it's going to continue to be talked about until we get to next Saturday. Dub MCZ with a $2 super chat. Red Notice was better than tonight's SmackDown. Hardy Punk with a 10. We waited, we speculated. OTS fam, help me stay patient since Raw January 6th. You should too. The main story can't be dropped. We will get the fallout. Prepare for chaos. Trust in long-term storytelling. Oh, it's long-term, all right. I don't know where they're going. The twists and turns that we've gotten. They're pretty fucking bumpy, man. Toya ain't nice with a $5 super chat. Cody will break Rock's heart in Toronto and go from there. See? Yes. Don't go and break my heart again. It's gonna happen. Don't go and break my heart again. Was it the plan all along? Chris Lloyd with a 10. What if this all leads to Homelander Cody? I don't think it's going to be Homelander Cody. I don't. Daniel Saludes with a $4.99. JD, shout out to you and your show from San Diego, California. Always speaking the truth. Been following since God knows when. Keep doing your thing, brother. I love San Diego, man. Shout out to San Diego. Thank you, Daniel. Had a good time when I was in San Diego, man. I was there for a night, but I'd love to go back. Good old Pacific Beach. Oh, yeah. Irv Wallace with 12 months. Great show, JD. You are the man. I think Drew is going to sell his soul. It could be. That's why I mentioned it. We could see Drew. We could certainly see Drew. Gold Standard with a $20 super chat. Cody turns heel against Cena at WrestleMania 41 and hands The Rock the world title. WWE's telling great stories. Why would Cody hand The Rock the world title? You guys really want Cody to go heel, huh? Mr. Orr 718 with a $5 super chat. This could be a remix of WrestleMania 17 when Stone Cold joined forces with Vince, sold his soul to the devil. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised more. Mr. Orr 718. Cornell Bryant with a 499. Punk finally gets his WrestleMania main event because of The Rock. Will it be poetic justice? Could be. Could be. Shaq's 8392 to $2 super chat. He says, JD, that idea cooked straight fire. I know. I know. I love it. I convinced myself. Zero Kaiba with 34 months. This is why you're the goddamn best in the IWC. Broke this shit down perfectly. Rock wants Cody to sell his soul and become the corporate guy. Well, it's kind of my job, Zero Kaiba. I think about this shit all day long, so I have to be on top of my game, bro. Hamp Connell with a 199. Well, you were right again. Don't tell that to the geeks on social media, Hamp. Jeff with a $20 super chat. Congratulations, JD, on your appearance on Coaching Bro. One step closer to serious radio for you. Cody denies Rock at Chamber. Punk wins Chamber. Triple threat between the three. Rock uses authority to be in the match at WrestleMania. Someone mentioned that before. He could pull one of the people out of the Chamber and give them a night one main event against Cody while he gets in the Chamber and wins the Chamber, and he gets Cody at Mania as well. I don't know. I don't know, man. I something dastardly is going to happen here. We could still end up with Cody and Rock for the main event of night two. We could. I like my idea just a little bit better. I'll tell you what, man. Tuesday with the Solid Monster is going to be very interesting. Rashad Freelove with the 199. We need to get JD a chalkboard. For what? Why do I need a chalkboard? Ryan Matthew Russo with a $5 super chat. JD, you cook like Gordon Ramsay tonight. I agree. Heel Summer Punk is perfect. It's fucking raw. Where is the SummerSlam sauce? I'd love to see it. I've always said Punk is a better heel. Baby Huey, the 499. Where does Fatu fit in getting a world title shot or title win in the next 14 months? He doesn't. Why are we booking Jacob Fatu in year 2 with a WWE world title? Best in the world, Matt. $20 super chat. JD, everything you said makes perfect sense. We all knew going into Cena's last year that he had to play all the so-called greatest hits facing Punk and Cena. This checks all those boxes and does it in a huge way. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that favor, I mean, I don't think you could get Punk's favor to be paid off in any better way than how I detailed it tonight. Cena wins the Chamber and Punk mulls over the offer that was given to Cody. Cody says no, but Punk says yes. Remember, Cody, when I stab you, I'm going to stab you in the front. It just works. It just works. Everything about it works. From Cena winning Money in the Bank to winning the title from Punk at SummerSlam to Randy Orton beating Cena at the end of his run, it all works. Edward Liu, 42 months, 3.5 years as a VIP with you, 4 full years on the horizon. I got chills hearing your booking into next Mania. I hope the real ride will be worth it. Thank you, Edward. You know, the thing is, we say things here booking-wise, fantasy booking-wise, that make a lot of sense. This is why I always took it could really happen on television type approach. I don't speak out of my ass. I don't. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that. Now, I could be completely wrong, but at least I came to the table with a very good projection. A very good story. Direction. Rock and Cody could still be the play. We don't know. For all we know, Rock could be the 7th man, or Rock could pull someone from the Chamber, win the Chamber, Rock doesn't even have to win the champ. Rock could give himself whatever he wants. He could put himself in the fucking main event of night 2. And whoever wins the chamber could be the main event of night 1. If Cena wins the chamber, he could put Cena in the fucking main event with Cody Rhodes on night 1. And just make it a fucking nightmare for Cody. He's got to go through Cena or Punk and then get him on night 2. Imagine. But I like Punk. I like Punk being heel. I like Punk winning the title. I like the whole Punk and Cena dynamic in his final year. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Punk is one of Cena's greatest rivals. One of the best storylines in WWE history. The Summer of Punk. Pipe bomb. Can you imagine? Best in the world, Matt. Thank you, brother. Also with a 2, Ment Orton on my $20 super chat. Thanks again, JD. Yes. Facing Punk and Orton. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Edward with a 42 months. Thank you, brother. Hitman with a $4.99. Who needs Grok when you got JD? Yes. I'm like Grok, but in human form. Otis, 37 months. JD, what is the worst album you listen to? The worst album I listen to? I don't listen to worst albums, Otis. I don't listen to worst albums, bro. Saint Anger. Metallica, Saint Anger. Awful. But the sad thing is the music isn't even that bad. It's the fucking production of the entire album that's fucking just hideous to listen to. Major with a $1.99. Please start reviewing NXT. It's best for business. No, I will not. There's way too many other things going on right now. Baby Huey with a $1.99. Are you a fan of Simon Miller? He has good takes. I love Simon. I don't think he really cares about what we do over here. I've messaged him twice to be a part of the best of stream with Jesse. He didn't even read my messages. Hardy Punk with a 4. If WWE gave you a 2-minute segment, what would be your stick? I don't know. What do I talk about? Europe meetup. Clash in Paris. Need that GTS again. I am not going to Clash in Paris. Otis with a 2. Charlotte better do the right thing. Charlotte better do the right thing. Do I think she will? No, I don't. Savvy Seed with a $4.99. Hey, JD, currently battling a nasty flu, and your content this week has gotten me through. Appreciate you always. OTS for life. Thank you, Savvy Seed. And I appreciate that, man. Get better, man. A lot of people I know are getting the same thing, man. A lot of flus, a lot of really just severe colds. My brother just got really sick. I don't know what's going on out there, man. Take it easy. Savvy Seed with the 29 months. Also was always curious, JD. Are you a fan of Daughtry's music? I am. I think Chris Daughtry's got a fucking great voice. And his recent album, or the singles that he released, I don't know when his album actually comes out. Great stuff. Very good stuff. Roya with a $1.99. No message for Roya. Thank you, Roya. What a stream, huh? We had a good time tonight. I'm fucking exhausted. I've been pushing myself really hard this month, man. I'm fucking burnt out, man. I'm exhausted. I appreciate you guys, though, man. Thank you for all the great vibes tonight. Thank you for the great stream. You guys killed it. We were live across multiple platforms. X, Twitch, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for all your support. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go check out all of the content on the channel. There is plenty of it. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, tonight, extras in between. You got a whole week's worth of content to get caught up on, man. And more coming this weekend. Go check that out. Leave a comment down below. Again, hit that thumbs up. And I will see you right back here next week with another live stream on Monday night right here on Off the Script as we cover Monday Night Raw heading into the chamber, man. I'll see you guys later.